Scorpios, welcome. I'm Shivani, and welcome to your April reading. So, your astrology. I had a look at your chart, and this full moon kind of like has probably kind of like dug up some very deep stuff happening in your 12th house. The full moon in Libra. I mean, not that anything for you guys is ever too mystical, too transformative, too alchemizing. But I feel like this full moon really asked you to go deep. It's been a rebirthing process, it's been a spiritual process happening. And I know you guys love it. But this is like really asking you to go deep. Could go like really way deeper beyond the earthly realms. Maybe some of your past lives might have shown up. Maybe some of your deep, hidden, subconscious beliefs showed up. Or maybe you're not conscious of any of that, but it's just felt really heavy. That was the full moon for you guys. And it really asked you to take some time away from the world. And this month is really it's really gonna be very focused on your health, at least up until the eclipse happens, which is on 20th. But till then, your focus is going to be very much on your day-to-day routines, on your health, on creating a life, a lifestyle, a work space which is deeply nourishing to you. Because you guys are like really realizing what's really important and what's not. This is really a time for you to really honor your physical vessel. You might be experiencing some burnouts or some flare-ups, which are all signs that you need to really honor your physical vessel right now. The universe is teaching you through this month how can you balance your work and your health. Plain simple. This is your theme for this month. And you might be like, really? Like, the most important eclipse happens and this is what I'm gonna deal with? Boring. But yes, this is what's in focus for you because you are preparing for something. You're preparing for the next phase of your life where you would need this solid foundation of balancing your rest and your work, of balancing your feminine and your masculine. Because as you move from this place on the wheel from 6th to the 7th house, you are entering the interpersonal space, which is where you will head to after 20th, when Sun moves into Taurus, and all the focus comes onto your relationship the next month. The Mercury retrograde will really ask you to look at things around your relationships, your belief systems, the way you communicate in your relationships, and how can you make it more healthier, and what are the belief systems or what are the past relationships teaching you, or they might be showing up, and how are you gonna like now deal with it, and what can you learn from them instead of being just annoyed that why they're showing up right now. They're showing up because probably, sometimes you kind of like go back to recollect lost soul fragments, and that's what's happening with you. But till the 20th, and I think you guys are already pouring a lot into yourself right now. The vibe is really self-care, big on self-care, and also your creativity, your art. But I feel like most importantly, learning how to balance uh, the part of you which is so ambitious, so focused, so purposeful, and the part of you which is like absolutely nourishing, pouring into yourself, into your own vessel, and wants to take care of, like, you want to take care of everyone, I feel, but this month is really about taking care of yourself so that you can prepare yourself to give to others. Yeah. And I feel like with Jupiter being here for the next couple of months, this is an area that you will continue to work on. This is not a space which will just, be over with after Aries season. This is something you'll continue to work out on. Jupiter is really asking you, like, it's really amplifying this space. So everything which you feel around this can be like feel very sensitive or can feel like very moving, but there's a reason why this focus is coming here, so that you can really learn that balance and take it forward in your relationships, because that's where like then your next phase of your life is very much about interpersonal relationships. You might have already started to think around sharing your life with another person, long term, short term, what commitment means to you, but that's something which is like still coming. But as of now, the focus is really you. Focus is your physical vessel. Sometimes, we want to prepare a physical vessel. We want to prepare our nervous system to hold more, to hold it all. My whole Saturn return, the 2.5 years, were all about pouring into myself because it was happening in my 6th house. It was all about learning how to balance my daily routines and how to balance my health, because I went to an absolute extreme of it on the other side, right on the verge of my Saturn return, extreme burnout. And I realized what health really means. So yeah, let's see what do the cards have to say. Okay, I said the month begins with full moon in 12th house, Libra. Obviously, it's a chance to reconnect with your high priestess within you. It's the chance to see where you are not listening to your intuition, where you're holding back from embodying all of your high priestess energy. What's like, as a Scorpio, you are already so highly intuitive and spiritual, but still there can be a tendency to hold back. Why do you hold back? This full moon has really highlighted that space in your life, that are you truly being authentic? There are some, like, as I said, this time is really deep and reflective for you. So I hope you're journaling, you're watching out for your dreams in the night time, and you're really reflecting, because there's like a lot of deep wisdom that's coming in. We have the Virgo Hermit card. So as I said, you are hermiting. Of course, this full moon, you were hermiting big time, and you're hermiting right now as well. Because there's a big energy of wanting to give, but it starts with giving it to yourself. So I don't know if King of Cups could be another person, could be another being in your life who's also wanting to pour into you, but right now I feel like majorly, considering your astrology snippet which we just had, this is you with that cup. How can you mother yourself? That's a message in one of the oracle decks by Rebecca Campbell, if you're into oracles. How can you mother and father yourself? I also feel, but I feel like, this is, so the King of Cups energy is not like going out there and providing for yourself, say financially. This is more like going out there and cooking a meal for yourself, going out there and, say, sleeping on time. It's loving, it's compassionate, it's nourishing, but it's still got a tact. It's still got that masculine energy to do things, if you know what I mean. It's emotional, it's sensitive, it's compassionate, wants to pour into you, it's romantic. I also feel like, what romantic things can you do for yourself? Because there's a truth to be revealed. And I'm telling you, you are preparing for something. All of this is a preparation. And you know it. Before even I can say it, you know it. And in order for you to hold this truth and to see this truth of your own self, I feel like it's not even to do anything with somebody else. I think it's about you. You are preparing yourself. Maybe it's to start a new project. It's maybe to start a new adventure. It's maybe to start a new initiation. Something new, something exciting, something that you have been preparing, dreaming, envisioning for a very long time. But it requires that physical tenacity and resilience and strength and stamina, actually, to pour into that vision that you have. Mid-month, there might be a news for you, just a news, a text, a call, something which you probably have manifested. It could be an opportunity. It's something looks very casual, but I think, okay, let's say, what is it really about? But it's something which is like really moving you towards your destiny. It's something you've been manifesting. It could be clarity as well, okay? It doesn't always have to be a text or call. It could be a call from the universe. It could be a clarity call from the universe, like, hello, do you get it? It's something that changes the course of your life and your destiny. It opens up options. It opens up places which you never knew existed. Like, this whole Pandora box opens up and it's like, wow, I didn't know all of this existed and all of this I had access to. It could be a lot of ideas, it could be a lot of options, it could be a lot of doors, it could be a lot of opportunities, a lot of gifts, whatever it is for you, resources, seeing your own gifts, actually. But it's like this aha moment, like, wow. And it's, as I said, something after you manifest something that you've been waiting for, which is very aligned, very destined. And it gets you to get on a horse and walk towards something really solid. Maybe walking towards your purpose as well, or walking towards a relationship, whatever it is, so many of you are watching. But it gets you like very serious about something. It gets you like, I feel like you've been really wanting to have a mission, a North Star for a very long time. And this event, this thing, I don't know what it is, something you've manifested, this call, text, opportunity, whatever, clarity, it changes something in you. It changes a lot, clarity. At the end of the day, these are all intuitive messages. I hope you know. It's not like I'm reading the cards. I mean, I am, but it's more like I'm reading before they even pop out, okay? Clarity. King of Swords is clarity. This clarity gets you to speak the things, express yourself in ways which is total game changer, which is like gets you in a space of authority, which gets you in a space of like, okay, let's talk. A black cat. Okay, could be significant for some of you. But the Queen of Wands, she is really wanting to. We had the King of Wands at the beginning of the reading, and now we have the Queen of Wands. I'm telling you, you're moving into a phase of your life of deep commitment. You're moving into a phase of your life where the King of Wands meet the Queen of Wands, but for that, it's like almost like this time helps you to embody that queen energy. It's not like you're not already a queen. No, I don't mean to say that, but helps you to remember that aspect in you. Like, for me, Queen of Wands is someone who's very creative, someone who's very fiery, and it's like this. You guys are also part fire, part water, right? So it really like lights up the fire, and I feel like there is a partnership which probably brings this thing again, personal partnership, professional, whatever. But it's something which happens when the king and the queen comes together. Is it the inner union of your masculine and feminine? Take it as you will. All the external. End of the month, you tie up a huge sack and you're like, I'm just done with this nonsense. You really tie up something. You really say, like, I am done. So whatever has been draining your energy, whatever it has been that has been draining you, exhausting you, you put an end to it finally. And you may think, oh, it's like, feels like death end, but actually that's not the end, because look what comes with it. Graduation, success, marriage, win, victory, take it as you will. That's all the Six of Wands is really about. And a lot of public recognition and appreciation. It's like the toughest difficult pays off. And it's really tough for you, but I also feel something which has ended for a very long time. It's been just like tugging on you energetically. Some of you for maybe physically, but it's something which just comes to an end, or something which you say it comes to an end right now, because I say so. It's something that you've been like really resisting to let go, or to face, or to even like have a tough conversation around it. Okay, it looks chaotic. There has been a lot of people involved, maybe. Because it's just like, I'm not interested to pour my energy into these things anymore, Or maybe something that you've poured in a lot of efforts and it's not been bearing the fruits which you deserve. And it's all happening in the Mercury retrograde, can I say. In your Mercury retrograde is happening in the 7th house. So a lot of relationships, like cutting cord meditation would really come in handy. But really like just seeing like, this is something which is said for Libras as well, but it is important to do a stock take for your relationships as well. Like, if you've been pouring your energy in people or in situations or relationships which don't really like give you back, or don't support you, or don't nourish you, then you cannot even like see clearly those who are actually good for you, or benefiting you, or nourishing you back, or giving you back. It causes a lot of distortion, and then you have less space and less energy and less capacity to make way for these other people. End of the month, you end the month with a bang, actually. There's a spiritual death happening through it all. Like, our first card which popped up was the High Priestess, but she was in reverse. And I said, maybe you guys are not listening to your intuition, maybe you are not paying attention. And through the end of the month, you really see it, you really feel it, you really feel that Scorpio transformation alchemy. And it's sweet. I really find this because see, when there's death, there's rebirth. This is like the card of this is like the card of innocence for me. Deep innocence, being childlike, coming back to your childhood, tending to your inner child, or finding that part of you who was always so innocent and so like open with this fresh perspective and this fresh mind. And the Six of Cups is really like, do you see it? Do you see this rebirth happening? Do you feel this innocence? But of course, I know it's painful, whatever conspires around this time. But I don't think there's anything that Scorpio cannot take. And at the end of the day, maybe actually it might not even feel so painful for you guys. I'm just saying. It might actually be super casual, just another day in the life of a Scorpio. I really think that's the vibe. Because the Six of Cups is like something coming back. Six of Cups is like returning back. It's returning to your own innocence, or it's maybe someone returning back or something returning back. But it come like the death and they are like intertwined, and that's why you guys are the brand ambassadors for death and alchemy and transformation, because you guys know that actually death is rebirth. You're the only guys who know that. Yeah. So I really hope that supports you. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to check out one-on-one sessions with me, be it tarot or human design or natal astro chart, or you want to take a healing session with me, or you want to go on and unblock your expression, all the sessions are down below. Or otherwise, if you are a big fan of self-healing, self-help tools, then I have created a cosmic library called Jewel, where I really share openly all the learnings that I have gathered through my journeys, through my own spiritual journey. So there are a lot of EFT tappings, meditations, workshops, a lot of guided tools. Yeah. So if this really supports you, please let me know. If this really like brings you some aha moment, I would love to know. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you guys. I love Scorpios. I'm a Pisces, and I feel like Scorpios just make me feel so home. Cause you guys just totally get a Pisces. You get, like you make me feel so less weird. Let's just say that. In this earthly realms. So thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful, beautiful month ahead. And I love you guys so much.